So it's currently midnight and I have just got back from a drive with my friend Emily. We usually, 10 o'clock at night, she's like, hey, I want to go for a drive. And I'm like, sure, cool. I just came back home from work because I finished like at 9:30. We just came for a drive and I just came home because I just filmed literally before she asked me, did you want to go for a drive? I just filmed, but I forgot to turn my microphone on. So this was just supposed to be just a little chatty video because I feel like I need to talk about this kind of thing. Halfway through October, you know how we were doing veto, we got up to day 11 and I kind of stopped. And I did do a little video before, I think it was my last video on this channel, called Dealing with Change, and I spoke a little bit about it or whatever. And I just wanted to talk a little bit more. This is kind of like the aftermath. And what happens with me is that when I get onto a downhill, I tend to stay on the downhill. It eats away at me and it just gets worse in a way. And kind of like if you were sick and you get sick again whilst you're sick. I had a bit of a mental breakdown halfway through October, which is kind of the first mental breakdown I've had in a couple of years. I think I had one during senior year of school, which got to do with exams and stress and stuff. But this kind of wasn't really about stress. This was about just the sudden change that had been happening this year with my whole moving out of home and then my whole family packing up and stuff. You can see my previous video, again, if you want to hear about the whole change situation thing that happened. I just kind of wanted to talk about it because if I edit this, it's kind of me talking to myself. And I know I posted on YouTube, not for the views. I'm able to look back on this and see, oh, this is what I was doing. Next year, I can look back and see, oh, this is what I was doing last year. I've actually seen a couple of my videos that I did last year around this time. And I was like, that was me last year? That was last year? That happened last year? So with all this change that has happened, I feel like I've grown up a little bit more. When I hit that breakdown in October, it kind of woke me up a little bit and was like, hey, you're grown up. Get your shit together. And so I went and got a new haircut. I made a main channel video about it. And I feel like this is kind of like the new me kind of thing. This should have happened at the beginning of the year, but it just took a while, I suppose, for it to sink in a little bit. It kind of reached a point blowing up a balloon. Kind of felt like I was in a balloon all year and it was blowing up. And then it reached a point probably at the beginning of October, maybe at Veto. It reached a point where the balloon stopped blowing up and the air started to go out of it. And I was I was inside the balloon. If you're trying to think of metaphors, I was inside the balloon and the air inside of it was being let out. It got to the point where it was so small that, when a balloon is so small, if something big is in it, it sticks to it. So it was kind of like me being trapped in a balloon and trying to fight my way out of it. But it didn't work, and so then it kind of led to me having a little breakdown halfway through October. And I think it's good that I kind of talk about this because if I talk about it, I can acknowledge it, I can acknowledge that it happened, and move on and think, how can I not do that again, kind of thing. Which I think is a lot of what I'm doing YouTube for, is that I can look back and think, if something was bad at that time, how can I stop myself from doing it again? This is me acknowledging the fact that I had a little breakdown halfway through October. And this is me kind of clawing my way out of it, I suppose. With all this whole change that's happened, I had a new mindset of everything. The whole support system that I had is replaced now in my head with trying to be positive. No matter how bad a situation is, no matter how worse it gets, if it gets worse, there's going to be some sort of positive. And I am a big believer lately, I'm a big believer in there's a balance in the universe. Everything that you do has an equal opposite reaction. Kind of thing that I have been looking at is that no matter how bad a situation is that I was in, particularly in October, no matter how bad a situation is, it's going to get positive. And I've been trying to stay positive. And if it gets worse, then it's just, just the bigger the positive thing that's going to happen. And it's taken a while. It's taken a long while because my situation kind of got worse as it went on from August to October. It just got worse and worse. And I was just there's got to be some sort of positive out of it. And then obviously nothing really happened, which triggered the breakdown. But I'm back into that mindset because it's just how I think of things. And so it's kind of is it Newton's third law, the equal opposite, whatever it is. That's kind of what I've been thinking. I'm feeling a little bit cute in my outfit tonight. I've got a cardigan thing and my button-up shirt. So that's my life at the moment. I'm thinking of doing a main channel video about staying positive. It was going to be a scripted video and stuff. If you do want to see that, let me know in the comments what you would want to hear in it, sort of. Help me make a script in a way. So give me some points if you want. And I was thinking of making a little main channel video about that. And I've still got 2 pumpkins that have got to be carved. And I think me and my friend Emily are going to carve them tomorrow. So that'll be for Halloween. Look for that on youtube.com/justinjonestv at Halloween for a pumpkin carving video, maybe. That's what's been happening. I hope you're well. I'm better. I suppose I'm better than what I was at the beginning of October. And halfway through October, obviously. But I hope you're well. And I will hopefully see you next time. Here or on my main channel. But I hope you're having a good day. Because I'm getting better. And I hope you're getting better too. Alrighty. I'll talk to you later. Bye!